Israeli warplanes have struck 3 oil storage depots and refining facilities in the Iranian capital. It's the first time Israel has targeted such facilities since launching a broader attack on Iran last week alongside the US. An oil depot in the city of Karaj has also been hit. Large fires have been reported across the capital. The latest strikes come as President Trump threatens to expand the operation. Mohammed Val is in the Iranian capital for his oil refineries hit. We've got a desalination plant possibly here as well. And I think Tehran has come under bombardment in the last 6 hours as well.
Well, that's right, Richard. This is a new development in this campaign on Iran. This is the first time probably in this war that such a wide range of targets that are related to oil facilities has been hit. Oil depots and also an oil refinery, the biggest one near Tehran called Ray. That's one of the biggest targets that have been hit. We saw, and everybody in Tehran saw the balls of fire in the skyline, and so it was such a spectacle, reminiscent of what the Israelis did in Yemen, also to show to here in Iran it is considered an act of terrorism. It's considered an act of drama that is supposed to be intended to be a source of fear for the people and an indication that everything is going to be destroyed and everything is going to crumble. So lots of places have been hit, particularly related to oil depots and so on. And that's a part of this campaign. Also, other cities were hit here. We have Isfahan, we have Burujerd. That's before this wave on oil refineries and oil depots. So it's a continuous campaign on different targets in Iran, but the Iranians are defiant and they are talking about their 27th wave of retaliation against the targets in Israel and also targets across the Gulf region. There is no indication of a reduction of the amount of power that Iranians are deploying and using in this war. Until now, we have seen those missiles with clusters of heads above Israel over the last couple of nights. So Iranians are promising that this is going to continue and defying the American and Israeli campaign, saying that it is not going to reduce their resolve, it is not going to cause them to bow down or surrender in under any circumstances.
Also, Mohammed, I mean, we had the Iranian foreign minister saying that Tehran's openness to regional de-escalation was almost really immediately shot down by President Trump.
Yes, Sayyid Abbas Araghchi was explaining what President Pezeshkian said, explaining it firsthand to the neighbors and also to the Americans and also to the Iranians, because some people thought, according to him, according to the other officials, that what the president said was an act of, you know, it was like it was a change of course for Iran, and Iran is apologizing, and that might be the beginning of something or an indication of Iran probably, coming under the pressure and showing it, probably going to change its course in this war or surrender. But that's not the case, according to the highest officials here in Tehran. That was just a gesture of friendship towards the neighbors. And that has been said, by the way, from day one. The Iranians have been saying from day one that they're not intending to be aggressive against their neighbors, that this is not an act of war against the Arab countries, but it is an act of self-defense. Also, we have Ali Larijani, the Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Security here in the country, talking further to this point and saying that, you know, Iran knows what's going on here. It's not related to any of the objectives that have been mentioned by Donald Trump and the Israelis over the last few days. The main purpose of this campaign, he said, was the disintegration of Iran, the division of Iran, the breaking of this country, and that's not going to happen. He said that Iran is a big country and that for Israel it is intolerable to see such a huge, big, powerful country in the region, and that has to change. So they tried many means. They began by the decapitation of the supreme leader of the country, thinking that that act alone would cause a total disintegration of the country, but it didn't happen. Then they were pinning hopes on the street to rise the opposition in Iran to take matters into its own hands and rise against the regime. That didn't happen. They also began to talk to the Kurds, the separatist Kurds, trying to push them to invade Iran and cross the border to help this campaign succeed. That didn't happen. And tonight, I'm sure that Iranians are listening with a lot of consternation to what Trump said about the map of Iran probably going to change after this war.
Mohammed Val there for us in Tehran.